Today's video is going to be all about my vocal recording process and a vocal recording technique that you're probably not using that you should use to help you build better songs easier. Let's get right into it. Right after this message about today's sponsor, Lxgend. Lxgend is an AI-driven music mastering service that I have personally used for the last 3 to 4 years to help me create professional sounding music with just a few clicks. Not only is it easy to use for any type of musician at any level, but its state-of-the-art processing and customizations allow for music makers to master their songs to radio-ready quality in mere minutes. With constant free updates being made at the hands of professional and Grammy award-winning engineers, you'll always have the dopest sound possible when using Lxgend to master your music. So if you've been looking to master your songs at the fraction of a traditional mastering cost, feel free to check out the link in the description below to try out Lxgend for yourself. Come on down and join us and see why nearly 2 million artists have trusted their music in the hands of such a great service. And now let's go ahead and jump back into the video and I'll show you why Lxgend is so dope. Reference tracks. For those of you who aren't new around here, you guys already know that I am a heavy supporter of recording gibberish vocals over a beat that you already made or that you bought to start building song ideas. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get inspired to come up with melodies and the beat, but the lyrics is like the last thing that comes to me. So this is going to be a way for you to inspire some lyrics when you already have the melody and the beat for your song, or to just simply get a feeling for where you want to go, even if you don't have any idea whatsoever at all. So there are a few different ways to approach this particular method of coming up with reference tracks for your songs that you want to record vocals to. One of them is I like to use sample packs on different websites that have those like vocal chops that you can just plug into a song, and it'll kind of give you like a baseline for where you want to go with your song. So in this case, I'm using Lxgend samples, and there's a few different samples that I saved that have some vocal chops that I thought would have been interesting to include in a song, whether I record it myself or I use these as the inspiration. So So actually, when I found this particular sample, this vocal, I decided to include it into part of my beat to further inspire some ideas that I may have cooking inside my head, which later on I'll show you the ones that I came up with myself. But that was the basis of the beat, and so I went ahead and created this. So she's saying in this sample, take me down, I want to go down to the gutter. I'm more so focused on the melody that she's singing at this point. Sometimes you can use these samples to, generate some lyrics for you as well, because, they're literally singing actual words. But sometimes I like to just take the idea of the melody and sing over it or replace the singing with my own to say something different. Now in this case, I just went with the take me down if this vocal wasn't in here already. So let's take out the vocal and let's still implement the as a melody for us to sing. It's came up with the melody for the verse already and we didn't have to do anything. So what you really wanted when somebody to take me down. You see where I'm going with this? So you don't necessarily have to use the sample in the song. I probably would, just to have an extra layer on top of what I'm saying, but you can take that melody and start your reference track that way. I don't even have to sing actual lyrics. You guys just saw I was just baby got it, baby, because it's very important to include vowels when you're doing your reference tracks, and this is to basically give you an idea of how you want the sonics to sound. Certain parts of certain songs, certain vowels just sound right. In this case, I'm gonna just record whatever comes to my head with that Whatever words come to my head or vowels, I'm just gonna go ahead and track that down. And then I already have some processing done on my vocal, as you can see. One, two, three. So roughly I get an idea also of how the vocal's gonna be processed. Again, we don't even have lyrics yet. We just barely finished the beat. It may sound weird to process your vocals before you even have lyrics, to come up with melodies before you even have lyrics. You get a different approach in the writing when you do it this way. I'm just wondering if you could be my love. I got a spot. So you can take a sample from a sample website and then you just mute that vocal that you put in from the sample website and then sing your own stuff, and it sounds just as good. I'm just wondering if you could be my love. Now, if this was a case where I was going to keep that sample in the song, and this would be the alternative way to come up with reference vocals, you're not depending on a sample to get a melody for you or like even lyrics for you. You're just coming up with stuff on the spot. Now, I do have the sample still in this version of the beat, but it's going to be playing the role of an instrument. Just trust in the scale. Use whatever notes in the scale to come up with your melody that you can, because you know it's going to be in that key, so it's not going to be out of key as long as you stay within the scale. I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late. I know. Cause you know I'm on the way. So we have two totally different vibes here coming with these reference vocals, but they're coming from two separate types of the instrumental that we have. Now, if you don't have the music or you're not producing the song yourself, then this difference may not apply to you. You would probably just do something like I just recorded, where I have just the beat already itself. A lot of singers, they have people producing for them, so they can't change the music, or you bought it from BeatStars or something like that. It's already made, basically. So in that case, you would do the approach that I just showed just now, coming up with random melodies, random gibberish words that you sing, even little sentences that might make sense, might not, doesn't matter as long as there's a flow there. And then if we want to even continue with this, I'll go as far as even stacking vocal harmonies to these gibberish vocals, because then you're painting even more of a picture for yourself. When the time comes and you actually have lyrics, all you have to do is fill in the blanks. You already have the notes, you already have the rhythms that you want to do. It's literally just getting lyrics. Check it out. I don't wanna be late. I tried. On the way. Cause you know I'm on the way. Cause you know I'm on the way. I know. Cause you know I'm on the way. Oh. I don't wanna be late. Yeah. Why don't you just take me down? Take me down. Take me down. Down to the gut. Why don't you just take me down? Take me down. Take me down. Down to the gut. Why don't you just take me down? Take me down. Take me down. Down to the gut. Why don't you just take me down? Take me down. Take me down. Down to the gutter. Baby, are you down, 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 down? And now we're going to open up our friends over at Lxgend, their mastering service on the desktop, the application. All right, we're gonna click on master here. And now that we have the desktop app open, we're gonna go ahead and master our song that we just bounced out of Logic or whatever DAW that we're gonna use to record our vocals. And it'll master your project for you. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention is when you do put in your tracks to get mastered by Lander, you wanna make sure that your levels are set correctly where you're not peaking in the volume and everything. I do think this is probably going to be peaking a little bit, but you would just check wherever your master volume is, make sure it doesn't go into the yellow or the red. So here's the original. So basically what I'm doing at this point is finding out what style and what loudness I prefer for this particular song with the preview that they gave me. I'm gonna go for the balanced medium. This is usually what I stick within. Warm and balanced is my typical thing that I like to do unless my song is really warm as I'm producing it. Then I go for like a more open thing, but never too many times do I go above the medium loudness because high sometimes can be a little bit hot. Now, that doesn't mean it's not a good setting. It just means it's not a good setting for this song. So I'm gonna create the master and you let it do its thing.
I paid the bill. I paid the bill.
All right, so now our song is done. Let's go ahead and click show and we can listen to the whole thing.
I know, cause you know I'm on the way. But I'm mad. I don't wanna be late. Why don't you just take me down? Take me down, take me down, down to the gutter. Why don't you just take me down? Take me down, take me down, down to the gutter.
Here we have everything but the actual lyrics. And so I would just put that thing on repeat, go to my notes or wherever I'm writing my song and play everything through as I'm listening to the vowels I'm using and everything like that. And then I come up with actual lyrics for the song. From there, you can re-record all the parts. You already have them all plotted down and everything, exactly how it's going to be. It's already processed. It's already mixed. You already know where everything's gonna go. You just need to re-record each line. And so that, to me, is a hack that not very many people talk about or teach about. They think you have to do beat, lyrics, vocals, boom. No, sometimes you do beat, vocal, melodies, record the song, and then you write the lyrics and then you re-record it. So I do hope that this was of some kind of help to you in your vocal recording process, your songwriting process, whatever it may be, using reference tracks to start an idea for a song, to get ideas for vocals, and to even help you craft lyrics for your song in the long run. Don't forget to check out the link down in the description for today's sponsor, Lander, where you can get an account to start mastering your music today and even using samples to help you dictate some of those reference vocals like I did in today's video. So many great things about this company. This is the reason why I've been using them since I think about 2018, 2017. The very beginning, I've been using Lander. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell notifications so you turn on the bell. You guys get it. I'm not re-recording that. I'm really not, man. Sorry.